The hearing for a woman who shot another woman at a main event in the Highlands Ranch area will have her first appearance in court this morning.
The suspect in court today is accused of shooting inside the popular arcade and entertainment venue, but a deputy also shot and killed a man outside in the parking lot. 9 News reporter Courtney Yoon, she is live in Douglas County Courthouse. Courtney, investigators, they believe that the man killed was connected to the shooting, but they haven't said how.
That's right. Good morning, Brianna and Jordan. This morning, we have a lot of unanswered questions in this shooting, and we will be reaching out to the Douglas County Sheriff's Office. So far, the Sheriff's Office has not made it clear if the man shot by the deputy had anything to do with that initial shooting. But here's what we do know about what happened. This happened just before midnight on Sunday at Main Event in Highlands Ranch. The deputy who responded was just down the street. He found the man with a gun in the parking lot. The Sheriff's Office told us when that man refused repeated calls to drop the gun and made moves toward the deputy shot and killed him. But the shooting the deputy responded to was inside the building involving two women. That's where a 23-year-old woman shot another woman in the chest and foot. The victim is in the hospital, expected to survive. The suspect, Nevaeh Crawley Sanders, was booked in jail accused of attempted murder and assault. Investigators say they found several guns at the scene and are still piecing together what happened. Again, we're actively reaching out to the Douglas County Sheriff's Office to figure out how things are fitting together. We'll of course let you know if we have any updates on that. In the meantime, Crawley Sanders is scheduled to make her first court appearance this morning at 8:30. Live in Castle Rock, Courtney Yoon, 9 News.
All right, Courtney, thank you. The retrial of a former Clear Creek County deputy charged with killing Christian Glass will continue this morning. Andrew Buin is accused of shooting and killing the 22-year-old in 2022. In the minutes before his death, Glass called 911 for help. He was stuck in his car near Georgetown while he was experiencing some sort of mental health crisis. Buin broke his car window, fired a taser at Glass, and then shot him 5 times. Glass later died. And during Buin's first trial last year, he was found guilty on lesser charges. However, there was one member of the jury who was a holdout on the second-degree murder charge. Now prosecutors are trying to get a conviction. The trial is expected to last several days. We will continue to follow the case on air and online at 9news.com.
In about an hour and a half, the man accused of stabbing 2 people to death in Denver is set to be arraigned. In September of 2023, investigators say Vincenzo Moscaso boarded an RTD bus and stabbed a man to death. Then he killed a woman at an RTD bus stop an hour later. Court records show Moscaso robbed a subway in 2019. He got 4 years in prison for that, but then was released on parole. Then he was arrested in 2022 for trespassing after police say he tried to kick in the door of a home. Moscaso's arraignment is set for 8:30 this morning in Denver.
Making national headlines this morning, President Trump is back in Washington after attending the Super Bowl. He is the first sitting president to do so. Before the game, the president teased a new 25% tariff on any steel and aluminum coming into the U.S. and promised more tariffs are on the way on countries that tax American exports. The growing list is poised to potentially drive up costs for American consumers. While in a taped Super Bowl pre-show interview, the president defended Elon Musk's cost-cutting moves to slash federal agencies.
Bottom line, you say you trust him.
Trust Elon? Oh, he's not gaining anything. In fact, I wonder how he can devote the time to it. He's so into it.
During the interview, Trump indicated the Department of Education and Defense are next in the Musk's crosshairs. Trump also took the time to push back on the judges who have temporarily blocked some of Musk's Department of Government Efficiency actions and access.
I disagree with it 100%. I think it's crazy, and we have to solve the efficiency problem.
Meantime, Democrats are sounding the alarm about the separation of powers, saying that the country is on the cusp of a constitutional crisis. Democrats say that they are unwilling to co-sign the Trump administration's moves, putting in peril a bipartisan funding bill building toward a potential government shutdown next month.
In another announcement this weekend, President Trump said he's instructed the Treasury Secretary to stop producing pennies, saying they cost more to mint than they're worth. He made that announcement in a post on his platform, Truth Social, this weekend. The president cited the rising cost of producing pennies, calling it, quote, wasteful. The U.S. Mint circulated more than 4 billion pennies in 2023. Last year, the Mint reported it cost more than 3.5 cents to produce and distribute them. This cost-cutting move is in line with something Governor Jared Polis promoted. Back in December, Polis tagged Elon Musk in a social media post calling for the elimination of the penny and replacing the dollar bill with a dollar coin.
Russell Vought has taken over as acting director of the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. One of his first acts was to order the employees at the Consumer Watchdog to stop virtually all work. Vought sent an email Saturday night with the order to stop nearly all work, including fighting financial abuse. In practice, this means that the nation's top consumer financial watchdog is prevented from providing oversight over big banks, payday lenders, and other financial institutions that could be hurting consumers. This new order from Vought goes a step further than the one sent by Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent on February 3rd that ordered the CFPB to stop using rules, suspend rules, not yet issues, and stop making court filings other than to see a pause. Meantime, the U.S. government headquarters for the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau is closing down this week. Yesterday, federal employees there were abruptly informed that the agency's Washington, D.C. headquarters will not be open for the week. Workers and contractors were instructed to work remotely.
Colorado Attorney General Phil Weiser has joined 21 other states in an effort to challenge the Trump administration's federal buyout plan. Weiser and attorneys generals from 21 other states filed in support of a temporary restraining order against the buyout plan. It's tied to a lawsuit filed by unions. The president's plan gave most federal employees until last Thursday to accept the deal, but a judge ordered a pause to the deadline, moving it to today. It could move again depending on what happens at the hearing this afternoon. 40,000 federal employees live right here in Colorado.